It was always going to be a tough test up against the league leaders. How would you sum up today's game?
Obviously disappointed with the result, but I said to the boys in there, we can't be too disheartened with things. The last 7 days, we've had 3 real tough games with a squad of, 13 players. And I think it was just a game too far for us in the end. I thought first half, we defended as a group brilliantly, done really well, and then just disappointing to concede so early, and especially from a set piece, which is unlike us. And then after they got that goal, there was probably only one winner, really.
You made a tweak to your front line going into today. Jordan Graham given the nod ahead of Raymond Pocky. Can you just give us your thinking behind that switch?
Yeah. So Tuesday, we felt Ray came into the game more later in the game when it opened up. I knew it was always going to be tough here, so the thinking was to have Jordan as more of a focal point to keep the ball and keep the game tight for 45 to 60 minutes, and then have lads like Ray and Romello to come on with a lot of pace to then go and win us the game. So obviously in the end, another injury kills us, so we have to make that change after 30 minutes, I think it was. Hopefully it's not too bad, just a tweak, but we don't need any more long-term injuries, so that's why we looked after that one. And yeah, that was the thinking behind it. Obviously, we kept it tight, but then it was a set-piece goal that really did the damage.
Seemed to have Belper under control in that first half. Curtis Hartley having the biggest opportunity with a really good save from Kieran Preston, but then second 45, your team just seemed to get a bit run over. That first goal really set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah, we've got to remember, a lot of the lads here are 20, 21, 22 years old, and that's pretty much throughout the team that was on the pitch. And then Belper, to be fair to them, big, strong, experienced side, one of the favourites for the league for a reason. And I just felt that it sort of showed their experience. They managed the game well. And obviously with the lads we got missing, we couldn't really show more of an attacking threat. So look, it's one of them games. We'll take it on the chin. I think the goals were poor because we defended our box really well, especially in the first half, and they had intricate bits of play and we defended it well. And then the goals we concede are a set piece and 2 long straight balls. So we'll learn from it. We'll work hard in training on Tuesday and just move on.
Can you just give us more of an insight into your thoughts on those goals? The first one's come from a set piece, a rather cheap one to give up, and then those 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes have just took the game away from you in an instant. Yeah,
obviously the set piece is disappointing. We tried to get the message across that they were a bit clever and they were dragging Tariq out, and Tariq was following him. So we just wanted to change that, have Tariq in the box, in the 6-yard box to head the ball. To be fair, great delivery, and we've defended it really well because they did put us under pressure. So yeah, it's just one of the things right at the back post, a bit of a scramble, ends up in the net. And like I said, they've got a lot of big lads here, so they're a big physical side. And so it's always disappointing, but sometimes when the delivery is that good and it puts you under pressure, it can happen. The second goal, I'll have to see it back, but too easily we've let the lad play a long ball in behind. And to be fair, he's cut inside, and it's a great finish into the top corner. Sometimes, again, you've got to hold your hands up, but I think we can stop it at source, and I think we can defend it a bit better. And then the third goal, just really poor. We've lost it in a really poor area in the middle of the pitch. So then one ball in behind. Lewis weren't sure whether to come or go, to go or stay, and obviously he's lobbed it over him. So yeah, poor goals, a disappointing day, but losing to Belper away isn't going to define us.
It would have been tricky enough, even if you had a full quota. You're obviously missing Bruno Andrade through the last game of his suspension, still missing Joel and Kessie at Ollie Brownhill. Any more updates you can give us on those guys?
Jez is missing as well, so obviously
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's 4 key players from our starting lineup, so anybody will struggle. I don't want to make excuses at all, but obviously that is what the case is. But Belper deserved their win. It was always going to be difficult no matter what. And the lads who have come in this week have held their own, and 2 clean sheets on the bounce, half a game here, clean sheet. So there are still positives to take from it. But like I said, we're a young squad. We'll learn from it. Ollie Brownhill has had his scan, so we'll get results Monday, but it doesn't look too good, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that Joel will be back training Tuesday, so he'll be in contention on Saturday. Obviously, Bruno will be back, and I think Jez should be back too. So 3 of those 4 are back, and they're obviously massive players for us. So again, Harbour is going to be a real tough game, but look, we'll go there. It's a bit of a free hit. No one expects us to get a result, so we've got to go there and just make a good account of ourselves, play for the badge, play for each other, and see what happens.
You touched on it there, Harbour Town away in the FA Trophy next week. Obviously going to be a very tough game against the side, right up at the top of step 3. Not sure how they've got on today, but what lessons can you learn from this match today that you can take into that one?
Just not giving away sloppy goals. We need to be much better on the ball. I felt our quality wasn't there really today, and again, Belper pressed all over. We lacked options going forward, so I felt for us a little bit. We had to go a little bit direct, and there was no real sort of style to the play. So it was a poor, especially second. Well, throughout we didn't create too much, so we have to improve on that. We'll work on that. But yeah, we're going to need to defend really well, and if we get a chance, we need to take it. It's as simple as that. It's going to be a really tough game, but I think it's one we can go and enjoy. We've earned the right to go there. So yeah, we'll give everything we can and see what happens.
And just lastly, one on your new signing, Romello Mitchell, who was brought in yesterday. We saw a cameo from him off the bench. How did he come onto your radar, and what can we expect from him going forward?
Yeah, so Romello obviously had quite a career as a young man in the professional game. Last year was a bit in and out at Banbury, ended up at Rushall, and then this season he hasn't really played much. He was someone I was speaking to when I was at Spalding. And then because we're so short, we without him today, you've got me, Charlie Seaman, the academy lad, and Ray on the bench. That's what we were down to. So it was just sort of lucky that he didn't have a club. He'd been on trial at some Step 2 clubs. I think you could see today flashes, but he was very rusty still. So there will be more to come from him, but it'll be good for him to get a good training session in, and he's a good lad, speaks well, he wants to do well, and he just wants the opportunity. So hopefully we can give him that.
We appreciate your time. Have a safe journey home.
Yeah, cheers.
Jack,
guys.
Thanks for joining us. Not the result you would have wanted, but what's your overall assessment of today's defeat here at Belper?
I think we're very good defensively first half. I just think we didn't really have anything in the final third. No real quality getting into their box, testing their goalkeeper, and I think it was pretty much the same in the second half really. But obviously 2 quick goals and another goal after that puts the game to bed, and it's hard to get back into it after that. So, yeah, tough one to take.
Game plan seemed to work in the first half at least. Belper restricted to very few chances, and you could have had the lead with that effort from Curtis. Great save from Kieran Preston. What was the mood going in at half-time?
We were happy at half-time. We thought coming here, defensive, really good. We thought a point here was still good for us. They're top of the league, come away from home a long way. But then second half, obviously they come out, they've scored 3 quick goals really, and sloppy goals for us to concede. I think most of them avoidable. And then from that, you just can't really get back into the game. The mood's a bit flat, but yeah, we have to pick up ourselves and go again.
I know it's difficult to try and assess those goals in the time that we've got just after half time, but what was your perspective of those 3 goals?
Sloppy from us, really, really avoidable. I think obviously they've had 3 or 4 corners on the spin. I think we'll probably defend them a bit better. I think maybe there was a bit of a shout for it to be our ball in the last one where they've scored from, but I think we still got to deal with it better. And then, yeah, the 2 other goals, balls over the top really, just didn't really deal with them correctly, and sloppy goals from us.
And just away from the game, this is the first time we've spoken to you on AFCRDTV. Just tell us first of all how the move to Diamonds came around.
Obviously I played with Sandy last year, and it's kind of just like, I've been at Silby like 2.5 years now, so I was always on the edge of coming over, didn't really make the jump, and just felt like for me it was the right time to come and prove myself at this level, and hopefully I can do that and carry on the way I've been playing.
Came through at Cobblers, played as a striker if I'm not mistaken as well.
Yeah, striker at Cobblers when I was young, scored quite a few goals, and then as I probably got around 21, kind of dropped back a bit, kept dropping back, and found myself in midfield running around a bit more. Would
you say that's your best position? Because it was described in the press release as midfield or defence. Do you feel more at home in the centre of the park?
Yes, I feel a bit better in centre of the park, I think. I think I can get around the pitch a lot better, tackle, win headers, and hopefully make an impact on the ball as well.
And how do you feel your first few games have been? And kept a couple of clean sheets in those first 2 games?
Yeah, obviously defensively very good. Just need a bit more going forward. Personally, I think I've been playing okay. Feel like I've still got more to give though, and hopefully I can keep getting a run of games and proving myself to the fans.
Big game next week, Harbour Town away in the FA Trophy, top of their division at step 3. How are you looking ahead to that one?
Free hit for us, I think. Go over there, big crowd hopefully, and just give everything we've got. Like free hit, like I said, and hopefully we can cause an upset.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers, mate.